Hi, everybody. Welcome to Training Camp Wrap-Up presented by the UPMC Health Plan. I'm Missy Matthews. Mike Prasuto will be joining me in just a moment to go over today's practice, but we are going to go right down to the field where Steelers running back Najee Harris is kind enough to join me. And Najee, how has it felt this week to have a healthy running back room as you guys are getting closer to game number 2?
Yeah, it's pretty good. A lot of us are dinged up a little bit, but like you said, we're getting back healthy. We're close to 100%. We got a lot of guys in there that's been working hard and ready to perform. So we're all excited to play our week 2 game against the Jaguars.
We had a chance to catch up with Pat Fryermuth earlier this week, and he said it was nice to be in a 7 shots huddle with what he felt like was the first team offense. Do you echo that sentiment, and how are you personally feeling after going through some practices this week?
Yeah, man, it feels good for us to be back out there. Like I said, all of us been dinged up early on, a little minor injuries, nothing too serious. So for us to be back in the huddle and getting that bond together, and like Pat said, for the most part, that is the ones out there. So for us to be back out there performing and making plays and building that bond is good for us to perform September 11th against the Bengals.
I know reps in preseason games will ultimately be decided by Coach Tomlin, but do you feel like you need some reps this preseason?
There's been a lot of conversations with me and Mike T about me playing this game. Bare minimum, I'm playing the last game, but I am playing one of these preseason games, and I do want reps and I do want carries so I could, get a groove of the game again. And I don't want my first live action to be against the Bengals. In practice, because Mike T, he obviously is the head guy, so he makes the rules. So I can't really get that much live reps in practice. So it's only right if I, get some preseason reps.
All right, fair enough. And as we move into the final few days of training camp here at Latrobe, I know when you moved in, you weren't too excited about having to deal with some dorm life. Did you survive, and what did you think of it?
I'm, it's cool, whatever. The spiders left, but it's cool, man. I like it's part of the history. So to be at Latrobe and being part of the history, it's where camps always at every year. I was COVID was last year, so I couldn't be able to be a part of tradition last year. I was at Hines, or Acrisure, but now I'm here at Latrobe, you know, part of the tradition, man. So now I'm a Stiller.
In some late night games of Jenga, how was that going
You
for
saw
you?
that? I
Of
was gonna put
course.
this out there. Cam, TJ, Tyson, they cheaters. You know what I mean? They're cheaters. I ain't gonna say what happened, but I didn't know it was a bet until they said, "Hey, Najee, I get in here and come play." And then I made my move, and they was like, "Oh, we
Okay.
got money on the line." Blah, blah. So they cheated. It's whatever though. Defense always do that.
All right, well, you put him on blast, so we'll make sure everybody knows that.
Yeah, appreciate that.
All right, Najee, thanks for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Missy.